Hi, Marcel, the Wood Butcher, back again. I know it's been a couple of weeks since I posted a video, and I kind of apologize for that, but I had some things come up, and I was delayed a little bit. Anyway, today's topic is you want to drill perfect holes where the ends match and stuff like that through a piece of 4x4 American white cedar for suet feeders, of course, is what I'm making. And you only have a 2-inch Forstner bit, if you have a drill press, that is. You know, even if you're using a spade bit, whatever, this works, okay? Drill to the depth that the drill will take. In other words, like the piece I'm working on right now was drilled to that depth there. I'm going to try to... Now, you see that little dark spot in the center of that hole? Well, that's where the little pilot screw from either a spade bit or a Forstner bit goes into. Simple solution to make sure you get from the other side exactly to that side. It's real simple. It's so simple, I'm surprised a redneck didn't think of it. Take a 2.5-inch or a 3-inch drywall screw, right? And your trusty handheld drill or screwdriver, whatever you happen to use. And what you want to do is take you have to excuse me, my shop's a little cluttered right now because I'm trying like hell to make a bunch of stuff to bring to a show on the 19th of September. But anyway, remember that dark spot in the very center. I hope you can see it, right? Okay, that's the center point, again, like I said, that the pilot of the bit you're using, whether it be a spade bit or a Forstner bit. I happen to have a drill press and use Forstner bits because they just make cleaner cuts. Take the drywall screw. In this case, I'm using a 2.5-inch drywall screw because I'm only about 1.5 inches away from the hole I want to match up to this. Take it. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this real well or not, but take it and you want to set the screw in the center of that hole that's in the center of your piece. Give it a hand screw once or twice just to hold it in place. Then take your trusty, I don't care if it's a Makita, a DeWalt, a Kawasaki, a Yakuza, who cares, right? But take your trusty drill gun or screwdriver, you know, whichever you happen to have with you. Drive that screw. If you're using a board or if you're doing this on a level surface like a table saw or something like that, take the screw, drive it in. Start off slow and make sure you have it straight. If you're not real good at driving them straight, use that little guide that comes with them. You know, how can I do this? I'm not a contortionist here and I'm still a one-man show. So, fuck it, I'll try it this. Excuse me, I'll try it this. Anyway, just drive the screw straight through that pilot hole until it goes all the way through. Alright? So this is what you want to find. You want to see this. It's through and it's through that center hole. See how that dark spot in the middle is a little bigger now? Yeah, that's the head of the drywall screw. Okay? Next step, and believe me, this works every time. It'll never fail you as long as you drill the screw in straight. Reverse your drill, back it out. Right? Okay? The screw's out. I hope you can see the hole is like straight through now, right? Now, the next step, take the pilot part of your drill bit, which is that little thing that looks like a screw on it. I don't care if it's a Forstner bit or if it's a spade bit, whatever. But they all have the little pilot driver in the middle. Line it up in the center of that hole. In this case, I'm cutting 1.5 inch holes. Boom. I know I have it centered because I didn't bust through on the sides here. I'm not worried about it being completely centered. I mean, it's a hair off, but you know what? It's a bird suet feeder. You know, I'm not going to take a micrometer to it, okay? And then, put your pilot hole here, put it back on your drill press, if you have one, or take your spade bit with your handy drill, cordless, whatever, right? Oh, and if you're going through a 4x4, please don't try this with one of those 8-volt or 6-volt drills, especially through something like hardwoods, like, you know, white American cedar, because it's going to jam up on you. So I take it over to the drill press and line the pilot hole up there, drill right through, and voila! The hole ends up as perfect as these did. Okay? Just a little tip from the Wood Butcher. I still got to put my picture over here. I haven't gotten it yet. Well, my printer's out of ink, and it's not in the budget to spend like $137 for color ink for the inkjet printer. So, but by the time I go to our first craft show, the Wood Butcher is going to make his first personal appearance at Popcorn Park Zoo, which is part of the Associated Humane Society. That, yes, the place that rescues animals and stuff like that. And I'm loading up with bird feeders, and I'm even making, like dual plate dog feeders, bowl in the water and stuff like that. And other stuff too, like desk nameplates, 3-dimensional crosses, suet feeders, bird houses for various species of birds. And when I build bird houses, I have a book that's produced by the National Audubon Society that tells me exactly what type of birds that they attract. Excuse me, I got a little sawdust in even though I have my glasses on. And that's the way it goes. So, if you have a 2-inch bit and you're trying to go through a 4-inch piece of wood, that's the trick to use. Drywall screws are your friend. My advice, start off with like 3-inch, because you know you're going to go through it. But that's up to you. You know how deep your drill goes. You know how far you got to go. So just the main thing is make that pilot hole. I'm trying to finagle this, right? This guy right there that came through from this side, and use that as your guide, and you'll have a perfect hole through. You just extended your bit to 4 or 5 inches, whatever. Okay? For right now, this is Marcel, the Wood Butcher. Keep your eyes safe, protect your lungs, and protect your ears. And hey, always remember, all sawdust is orgasmic. Okay? Semper Fi, my friends, and goodbye for now.